Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. We are Sunday the 12th of October 2025, looking at this Chaos Space Marine Cypher, Lord of the Fallen, from Joytoy's Warhammer 40k line. It does look really good on the box, and obviously that is a picture of the figure, not art. One thing that strikes me is it appears to have highlighting on the edges of the gun, which would be nice if it has. It does look good. It says he's 12.5 cm, also slightly larger. The other striking thing is the size of that sword. That is ridiculous. Don't know how it's going to hold that. And he comes with the 6 additional 3 pairs of hands. Does look pretty cool. Okay, leave me unbox them, set them up, and let's get into this. Stay tuned. And here he is. He looks absolutely fantastic. There are things that could be better. Obviously, there's no such thing as a perfect figure. The main thing is more highlighting on the black. He does have some, but I think there should be more. But this is a common thing with Joytoy, particularly the releases after the first couple of waves of the 40k. He looks really good. The other thing is it appears that that sword does not come out of the sheath. I did try. I pulled, I wiggled. There was zero movement. I have no intention of breaking it, so I'm not going to try anymore. Yeah, he just great thing. I'm glad I'm keeping my Chaos. That might change in like 2, 3, 4 years time when I'm leaving China. I've got too much stuff, but I'm trying to slowly downsize the collection here of pretty much everything at the moment because it's way too much here. But I think I'll be keeping him and hopefully the rest of my Chaos stuff. Okay, accessories comes with the clear round base that the vast majority of 40k figures they do come with, and it comes with the 3 pairs of additional hands. So he comes standard with the right trigger left gripping. He comes opposite, left trigger right gripping. Comes with 2 open hands and 2 fists. Very cool. Please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right of your screen now. You get to see all the videos before they're published on YouTube, exclusive content from time to time, and prize draws from time to time too. Let's bring him in for a closer look. Looks great. I'm loving the inking on the sort of skull there and all the skeleton there. Also the knees. Looks nice. The gun looked great on the box. Still looks good, not as great. This one again still looks good, but not great. It's got the inking there. The slight inking there. Needs more highlighting on the shoulders. It does have some. I think it looks really good. That backpack is awesome. The sword looks great. Just wish it came out. That I'm not sure why it doesn't. Is there anything in the lore that he can't take it out, or is there a figure of him that sword out? I have no idea. Or option of him out? I don't know. Someone can tell me. I love that sort of unevenness with the pauldron being big on one side too, breaking up the symmetry. I think it looks great. Very cool indeed. So let's get a look at articulation. I'll take his guns out. We'll have a quick look at those a bit before we do the articulation. Very nice. Needs more highlighting on the blue, but that chrome blue there looks really good. That metallic blue. Oh, and his backpack fell out. It's one piece, the backpack. So let's push that in. Again, and that is going to limit his articulation to a degree as well. So, head. Now, the first thing, the head is the hood does get impeded by the cloak. So, you need to position it underneath to get full range of motion as opposed to on top. So, left and right, a bit squeaky. You can go on top and it comes up like that. Forwards, backwards, and not really a side to side. Nozzles, this one moves. The other one, moves as well. I think there's nothing else in the backpack to move. Shoulders, he's got the forwards and backwards shoulder roll. His arms would go all the way around, but his cloak is going to really impede that articulation more around to the side. He's got the articulated pauldron, which I managed to take off there. I hope I can put that back on easily. I'm not sure if I can. Obviously, without it, it's going to get a much better range of motion. Let me just quickly do this off camera, so give me a second. Okay, that's back on. Popped in quite easily. But it is a bit of a worry because that's not something you should glue on. If you glue it on, you'll lose the roll from the ball, even though it's still got the movement like this from the joint. You'll lose the roll like this from the ball. So that should... I'm trying to see if the joint is... That should come down more. There we go. Oh, yeah. Came out again. So pop it back in like this. Push in, and then you should be able to push down. There we go. Nice pop in. That's come down now to there. So lateral raise is going to be compromised by the cloak. Not very far, unfortunately. You may get a bit more by bending the cloak. Bicep has a swivel. Bicep bend is compromised or impeded by the pauldron, but it's 90 degrees. And we know it's a ball in the hand. Other side is going to be worrying because that pauldron's got a joint too. That's pretty cool. But again, the cloak is going to really impede that range of motion. Still get nearly 90. If they would do soft goods with some of these characters, that make a huge difference. And you're going to get a much better, or you should get much better bicep bend on this one because it's a double joint, and you're getting over 90 again. Actually, not as good as I thought it would be because still the cloak is impeding. Let's put this back in. Not sure why it pops out so easily when it's actually quite difficult sometimes to put in. Okay, so I should point out the knife here does actually come out the sheath. And that's popped out there. All going well for me today. Okay, the trunk. So forwards, backwards, side to side turn is very difficult to separate from the waist. But together, forwards is not a lot because the knife gets in the way. Backwards is not great. Side to side is pretty damn good though, and you can turn nicely. Hips, there's no pull down that I can feel. Outwards, better one side than the other. Forwards is going to go out to the side. Backwards, not great, but it's still okay together. It's got the thigh turn. It's a double kneecap. Most of it's hidden behind the knee. The cloak gets in the way, but is getting just over 90 degrees, which is good. And the foot is the ball and the turn. So he gets a tippy toe, small dislocation, the swivel, and he's got the toe articulation here. So his articulation suffers from all the details, but that's a minor. I think that's a minor price to pay for this one because he just looks so good. Let's get an idea of his size and do a couple of comparisons. Why is he standing with this? What have I not done this right on his articulation? Should also point out, having those sort of spikes on his inner thighs, his inner knees, means his legs can't go fully together. So you might lose a tiny bit of height because of that. So top of the head and actual top of the sword hilt as well to get the idea of the complete height. So top of the head, we're looking at about 13.5 cm, just shy of 5 1/4, slightly over 5 1/4 inches. And top of the hilt or the pommel of the sword is about just shy of 7 1/4 inches, around 18 cm. Very, very cool looking figure. Let's compare him to a berserker. And he's slightly bigger. He just looks bigger because that chunky pauldrons. And then let's compare him to Titus, the Space Marine 2 Warhammer 40k figure. Is obviously going to be bigger because it's I'll say a slightly different scale. They scaled him or made him bigger. And you see he is slightly smaller, but still does look good with him. The only thing it says, when you've got them all together, it looks like Cypher and particularly the Berserker's heads are slightly too big, maybe. But he does look great. Very, very nice figure. It can look really great in its shelf with your other Chaos stuff, whether he's in the battle scene or just being displayed. I think it looks fantastic. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon. I will see you in another video very, very soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.